You know me, SDMT. Man, check this out, man. I got a great question right here. I got a great question. Is this a make or break season for Baker Mayfield? We really got to look at it, man. He had a solid rookie campaign, but last year he struggled, man. He threw 21 interceptions and only 22 TDs. The Browns were 6-10 after having this offseason where they got all these weapons. They got Jarvis, they got OBJ, you know what I'm saying? They got Chubb, they got Kareem Hunt. They went and got all these weapons, and expectations were very high for them. They really underachieved. So the major part of that was the quarterback position. You give Baker all these weapons, and you expect a lot from him. Now, we have to look at, him being a young quarterback. The next few seasons, there's going to be some options that the Browns have. Do they want to take his fifth-year option after a while? Do they want to extend him, pay him $100 million? All these young quarterbacks in his contract time, they're getting paid $100 million guaranteed. Is he worth that? So this season, I'm not going to say it's make or break, but if he does have a bad season, that next season, it's make or break. You know what I'm saying? I think they may give him some leeway to struggle next year, but really he should definitely be developing and getting better with the weapons that he has. We know OBJ was unhappy last season, and there are reports that he may have wanted out. He definitely has, said that he wanted to stay later on, but, if things do start struggling, will OBJ want out? And will he cause a little friction? Or maybe Jarvis Landry or whoever. But at the end of the day, the Browns went and spent a lot of money. They made a lot of plays to bring a lot of talent into Cleveland. You have to respect them for trying to bring it in, but it just hasn't worked out so far. And it really comes down to, can that team gel well together? OBJ, he may have had an injury where he couldn't play at his highest level. He pretty much came out and said he's going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and he expects to have one of his biggest seasons. Well, the Browns need it. They really do. And they majorly need Baker Mayfield to be consistent and not turn the ball over. Their defense wasn't too bad, but their offense turning the ball over and not getting in the end zone enough, that's not going to get it done. And when you look at that division, the Baltimore Ravens, they own it right now. Now, we look at the Steelers. Steelers should be better. They're getting Ben Roethlisberger back, so the Browns really need to improve or they're going to be left behind. Even the Bengals, theoretically, should be better, with getting Joe Burrow. So the Browns have all this talent. They just needed to get it to gel together. We look at back in the day, the Miami Heat, their first season, it didn't go the best because they just couldn't gel. They had all that talent, but it didn't gel. They ended up losing to the Mavericks, but they were more successful than the Browns. The Browns, to go 6-10 with all that talent, is definitely disappointing. And that organization, that GM, it's going to be a lot of pressure on them because they made a lot of power moves and they got to get it done. You know what I mean? They fired the coach. It's a lot of changes they've made, and they really need to start getting it done. And the major position that needs to improve is the quarterback position. So I believe this may not be a make or break season for Baker, but he needs to have a solid, better than average season, not throw 20 INTs, you know what I mean? Maybe he can throw 10 to 15, but really try to throw at least 25 plus TDs to help him, keep developing. Because if he is not able to, have a solid season, he has a season like he did last year, going into that next year, it's make or break. Because we look at it every year, it seems like the draft is having all these talented quarterbacks come out, and there's so much pressure on these teams to get a quarterback. We saw the Cardinals take back-to-back first-round quarterbacks, you know what I mean? So pretty much in the NFL, they're not waiting too long for you to develop. So if Baker Mayfield doesn't start getting it done, he may be out the door, especially if some star, college quarterback is available there for the Browns if their record is that bad. So we got to look at it. This next upcoming season may not be make or break for Baker Mayfield, but it's getting pretty damn close. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on my notifications. I'm out. SDMT!